Welcome all soldiers to the Fantasy Football War Council's podcast. Here are your co-hosts, Jonathan Arneson and Daniel Gutierrez.
Hello and welcome to episode 140 of the Fantasy Football War Council. I'm your God of War, Jonathan, and as always, I'm joined by the Brothers Grimm, Daniel and Mario. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
So, how was everybody's football weekend? And shall I say, how was everybody's Sunday?
Actually, it was a good Sunday this Sunday.
Well, yeah,
what a good 11th week.
It was a damn good week 11, yes it was. And a very good Chargers-Bengal game, shall we say.
Yes, it was.
Fantastic.
That was fun.
Yeah, but we'll get into that a little later. So, let's get into the week 12, the week 11 battles, those winners and losers, the week 12 pick'em. But first, the news.
All right. Seattle Seahawks center Connor Williams unexpectedly retires in the middle of the season with 8 games left at the age of 27. Concussion related?
Personal reasons, it was labeled. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Rough, but hey, must be nice to retire at age 27.
A millionaire. Yeah.
Yeah. Before your body is completely destroyed, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of us could have retired at 27, but our quality of life would not have been very good. So
No, cardboard doesn't do well in the rain. So
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Patriots are releasing 2022 second-round pick Tyquan Thornton. He won't be collecting his millions. So
no, that's a second round pick being cut 2 years after being. That's not even your full 3-year contract of your rookie contract. So you did something to really upset them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of upsetting, GM Joe Douglas went 30-64 with the New York Jets. Shocker with Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers as your quarterbacks, I guess, but he got fired for terrible offensive coordinator hires. And let's be honest, people, it's bringing in Aaron Rodgers. So,
yeah.
Selling the farm for a dud. Yep, that would do it.
I think it's all been on the OCs because I think if you had brought Zach Wilson and brought him in the same way they brought in JJ McCarthy, they're both raw. It's just, you have to know to sit those kind of people and not send them right out in the wolves.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Coaching, it means so much in the NFL, more than it used to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's not just, hey, kid, go out there and show them your best. I mean, these plays really, it's like chess.
Yep.
It really is chess, and you play the wrong play, it does not go well for you.
Yeah, and they fired the brain. Salah's gone. So,
yeah, he was the first to take the bullet. No, he was not the problem.
He was
Rodgers.
not. Granted, they had a lot of things that were coaching issues, but he was not the problem.
No. Joe Douglas, here's one of the problems, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of coaching, Diana Rossini has said that almost half of the NFC are kicking themselves for not pursuing Harbaugh.
Yep.
Or not pursuing him harder than they did. Coach turnovers this Black Monday may be as high as 40%. Holy cow. Owners and GMs are noticing the impact of a culture changer being an equivalent weapon to a Shanahan or McVay guy at the helm. Verbal, which I want to see some. Vrabel is where I want to see him go to a couple of teams. Belichick and Liam Cohen, stay where you are getting serious contention. Hands off our offensive coordinator.
Yeah. I want to see Ben Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's at the top of the list. So
Absolutely. And
he's
I'd love to see him go to the Bears.
he who's just expected to sign somewhere else. But these are some other ones that people may not have been expecting. Liam Cohen is getting in a lot of buzz.
It's a shocker that Vrabel's not coaching, honestly, because he brings such a dynamic to a team. And you see Dan Campbell and what he's doing, and they're like, oh, guys that are passionate, like, why don't we have more of these guys? Like, you can't have nice guys as coaches. This is why Shane Waldron is fired. You don't get a pat on the back and a good job, fella, for what you did. Get out there and do your fucking job. This is football.
That brings us to our next news blurb, which is rumors have Stefanski as a surprising add to the coaching hot seat. It's estimated that December 9th or 10th, because 6 of the last 7 Browns coaches were fired after losing to Pittsburgh. And Mike Vrabel is an assistant coach on the Browns right now. So they're thinking of firing Stefanski because it's not expected they will win a single game for the rest of the season, and they'll need to take the hot seat off of the GM. So they're thinking about using Stefanski as a scapegoat and promoting Vrabel.
It's a mistake.
Yeah.
Stefanski's been a pretty good coach there.
He's been a
bad.
damn good coach.
I'd say he was doing a fine job until Deshaun Watson stepped on the scene.
Correct.
Yeah, but hey, coaches are the flak jackets for those high-paid quarterbacks and players, right? They take the bullet first, so.
Yep. And then when you leverage your future on a dud, I mean, this is what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Michael Irving says that, speaking of dud, Michael Irving says that Deion Sanders would accept Dallas Cowboys head coaching job. Of course you fucking would. If the Cowboys draft Shador. And, of course you'd want to coach your son's team and, go back to where you played. Yeah, as you are already. Yeah.
And you did high school and college.
Yeah. And, I remember playing on kids, when I was on Child's team and we played on the kids, the coach's son always had the best spot. Tell me wrong, right? Like he always played the pitcher. He always played the quarterback. He played where he wanted, did what he did. What do you do? Like,
you draft the Cowboys thing would be drafting Shador and making him a running back.
This is a very Jerry Jones move if this happens. I mean,
it would be.
This is a very Jerry Jones move if it happens, and I could totally see this happening. Don't do this. Cowboys, God, he needs to be the next owner on the hot seat.
I have no loyalty to the Cowboys. This could push Jerry over the edge, and okay, let's hear it.
Push him out. All right, Thursday Night Football on 12/19 is Burrow versus Sheamus. Should be some sort of fireworks.
Well, it's Thursday Night Football, so yeah, it's gonna be something.
Heavy artillery.
Gonna be a running game. Watch, guys. None of these quarterbacks will have a decent game. It'll just be a heavy running game. Yeah. Ugh.
The baby disagrees.
The baby does disagree. It's Thursday Night Football. It's Sheamus also, so he's like, blah. So.
All right. Help us out. Rate and review us whenever you listen. Also, share us with your friends. Help spread the word. This is us, the Fantasy Gods of War, and we love to have you here. So that's it for the news. Let's go on to our battles.
No, before the battles, Mario, you wanted to talk. So we were discussing this before the podcast, and we wanted to just kind of have I guess that's more of like a prediction because we are mid-season, and you kind of have a track record of where things are heading, but obviously you can never predict where things are going to be. But right now we're talking where the current draft order for the top 10 spots for the draft of the 2025 NFL draft sits. So, you have teams that are doing really bad, tied for worst, and there's a few that are all down there with only 2 wins and whatnot. But, we thought we would take a second and just make a guess. I don't know. Mario, this is a good idea, so I thought I was all for it.
All right. Well, at the top right now, we have Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Giants, and Cleveland Browns as your top 3 rounding it out. And with the strength schedules coming up, I think all this order might change. So if we can pitch it to our fellow gods of war, who do you think will round out the top 5 or even 10 when we get to draft? Maybe we can score this down and see who's right at the end of the day.
I think this should definitely be written down and come back to in a few weeks and seeing how, when the season's over, how did we do guessing? And I think all of us will laugh at it too. So, yeah. It's hard to predict who's going to be that worst team, but I do have a feeling that, excuse me, the New York Jets are going to fall further than where they sit at currently at 8 with the 3-8 record. Bottom team, man, that's really a tough pick. It could be Carolina, it could be New England, Jets, but I think it could be the Raiders. Let's be honest.
It totally could.
Just throwing jabs. Those
vibes are not as good as they were starting the season. That's for sure.
I wonder if it'll go New York and New York 1 and 2.
Oh.
So I did
Jets and Giants.
I did a little looking at the remaining strength of schedules, and I have Cleveland Browns number 1 out overall. Then the Tennessee Titans, then the Raiders, then the New York Giants, then the Patriots. And those are my top 5.
Nice.
I see the Patriots doing better with their new quarterback, but they're at 3-8 right now, and that doesn't put them in much better of a spot. So then Carolina Panthers would be after that at 6, New York Jets at 7, Dallas Cowboys at 8, Chicago Bears at 9, and New Orleans Saints at 10.
I think I'm going to have the Bears fall a little further just because of their strength of schedule. And yeah, Shane Waldron's gone. They may win 1 or 2, but I think that's all they're going to win the rest of the season. But
yeah, I have them at either 9 or 10. So they're still going in the top 10 no matter what for my my little predictions here.
Daniel, I like that. I said Jets, and you're going Jets too.
That's right. I'm going New York, Jets.
Yeah, I like that, and I like Giants going second pick, right behind Jets. They're not getting the first pick, and
I'm just looking at teams that are kind of falling apart right now. So then I have Las Vegas, Dallas, and New Orleans.
Yeah.
As my top 5. I have not done enough research to give a top 10 at this point, but let's do. I think 5 is. I think Carolina's kind of on the upswing. They do have a difficult rest of their season. Dallas just got Tua back, so they might hurt their own draft stock. Indianapolis, we'll see. Cincinnati always goes on a run at the end of the season, so I don't even know if they're going to be in the top 15. I don't think Tampa Bay
that's what I thought too.
Either.
Oh, I think Tampa's winning 10 games this season. I just think they went through their worst games, and they get Evans back.
And they got all of their injuries. I mean,
everyone's coming back.
Speaking of which, Evans was at practice. Evans was at practice. Yeah, Evans was at practice. So,
and so was McMillan.
Yeah. Solid news. So, okay. Well, let's jump into our battles. That was cool. I liked that. I think, let's see, Daniel, you're right. You wrote your 5. I got Jets, Giants, Dallas, Carolina, Vegas, Bears, Tennessee, Jags. And I think you're right. Cincinnati's going to go up higher. Did anybody notice Colts are going to wear their black unis this weekend? They look pretty clean. Yeah. Look good. Nice helmets. So, okay. All right. In our first battle of the evening, our top 2 Gods of War went at it. 240.88. The victorious Valkyries took down Hercules' huge sock, 187.85. That's 53.05 point victory. Our largest point victory of the week. Earning Chas, the Bronze Star. But that 240.88 is the highest score of the week also, earning her the Medal of Distinction for the highest score. 10-1. Congratulations. You have sent every manager to Valhalla, including Vince, the thorn in your side this year that gave you that one loss. This week, it wasn't her general of the field, Lamar, that led the charge. It was Devin Achane with 21.9 and Amon Ra with 33.4. Swift with 18.2. But the real hero was her kicker. Kickers are people too. Chris Boswell with 29 points.
Boswell too.
I know. Where Vince's hero stayed home. Dude, every single player. And she had a 0 on her team and still put up 240 points. So, yeah. Where Vince's hero stayed home, Josh Allen beat the Chiefs, but his 28 points couldn't help him here. Derrick Henry only had 12 points, and everyone else underperformed, except for waiver wire gold. Taysom Hill had 46.12 points. Congratulations on 10-1, reigning supreme, Chas.
She is so impressive. And
dude,
so
she is doing it in every league this year. Has anybody noticed?
Yeah.
Has anybody noticed?
Oh, I have.
Same. Star Wars, her and I are quite a bit behind. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, Star Wars is the one team she's struggling in, but she's doing this in the Dynasty War, and she's 10-1 in there as well.
Vampires, she is just all out.
And she's won the last
freaking
4 weeks
monster.
in Vampire. Yeah, she just keeps plucking players from people. So
she's like a Babylonian god coming down to just smite the earth in our Vampire League.
I'm taking every championship this year. This is it. Straight across the board. She's going to do us one above us, right?
Very nice. All right, that might be my regret of the year. Is I streamed Taysom Hill last week and then I dropped him, and then that hurts. Just basically gonna run the offense through him the rest of the year. So that's gonna be that. I'm gonna watch him putting up quarterback points for the rest of the year and be crying.
Don't worry, I put a note in there about it.
Yeah. All right. Our next battle. Reign of Ramses scores a big win against McCalfrey's Bandages in this lowest scoring match of the week. 194.81 to 149.14 for a point differential of 45.67 points, the second biggest differential of the week. John had a major outing by Saquon Barkley, who put up 38 points, and his defense players also helped him to win the day, led by Jordan Brooks with 22 points. It was a well-rounding outing for his whole team. Ellen, on the other hand, has not had the boost one would expect with the return of CMC, losing last week and being the lowest scoring team this week. He is our manager MIA, and we throw him in the pit with CMC. With this win, in the pit. With this win, John rockets up 2 spots in the standings to 4th place, and Ellen sinks down to 7th place. It's getting tight in the playoff push. Every win and loss makes a huge difference in our league, at least for most of us.
It's
That's
crazy
Chaz.
how
She could do either
5
or
and
for
5. Dude, she's 3 games. She's got 3
Exactly.
games. Yeah,
Yeah,
she could
just mail it into the playoffs, and she'll still be the first seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, it felt really nice to get this victory. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our next matchup, this was a super close match for this week's most mediocre team. Apache Gorillas scored 5th highest this week, barely beating Savin Ryan's Privates with the 6th highest score, earning him the Jeff Fisher Award for keeping it mid at 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
To be clear, both teams crushed their projections by over 20 points. Brees Hall and Josh Downs really boosted the score for Daniel, with Jalen Hurts and Mark Andrews underperforming. Saving Ryan's Privates was let down by their kicker and their team defense. A lot of leagues don't even make you roster those positions, but they do make a difference here. Defenses and kickers, yes, they're people too. Both teams have solid rosters, but the enemy of great is good. Both rosters felt incredibly safe to make the playoffs, but injuries, scheme changes, and coordinator changes really skewed or even screwed some key players out of usage we thought they'd have got on draft day, such as fantasy football.
Fucking fantasy football.
It seems like a perfect moment to use one of all these quotes.
That's right.
You know, I hate fantasy football. I love fantasy football. I hate fantasy football.
Yeah.
Well,
I love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're mixed emotions and they come very quickly. Jeff Fisher Award. That's a solid award, though.
Thank you. I had to bring that out.
No, dude, it's been a while since we've had a Jeff Fisher reference. I like it. All right. Oh, boy. As of Sunday night, this battle was something special. Mario is saved by the very players he witnessed in person at Sunday night's football game. But his biggest save came from the Houston defense with 60 points. But let's be honest, 214.39 to 188.37. The mighty Boston's biggest save against I'm an Aztec warrior. And what gave him the battle was benching of Brock Bowers for George Kittle. Yes, 0 points for George Kittle to 25 points to Brock Bowers being on the bench. Now, that 25 points makes this a 1-point matchup to 213.37. So that doesn't get him all the way. But changing Tyler Algier for Jacoby Myers, who put up 0.4 compared to the 9 points on your bench. Now, that gave you the victory. Now, that's the difference between 2-9 and 1-10. So, congratulations on the luckiest win of the season, Mario. You beat the dead dog. Or, in this case, the entombed Aztec mummy that, hasn't returned from Mexico. Does anybody know that he returned? Has he come back? I mean, have we checked a pit or every pit in Mexico? I think we need to send out the search parties.
Those are the calderas down there.
Yeah, they're calderas down there. We need to check for him because I don't think he's made it out of a pit.
Yeah, he's been radio silent since his Mexico trip.
Yeah, since the Raiders had really bad news a couple months ago. He's been silent for a while now. So, yeah.
Hey, I gave him a trade offer for Brock Bowers. I said, if you're not going to use him, I could.
I could.
Dang.
Solid, Mario. I
Very
expect
solid.
nothing less. I expect nothing less from you.
All right. And in our Purple Heart matchup of the week, Verathangra's Vengeance takes down Kuiper Belt Soldiers 217.08 to 213.19 for a point differential of just 3.89 points. There were some heavy hitters in this matchup. Jose had Burrow with 39 points, Joe Mixon with 42 points, David Montgomery with 26 points, and Puka Nacua with 22 points. And the Rams defense with 28 points in the loss. That is one hell of a lineup to lose with. Ali, on the other hand, had Goff with 47 points, James Cook with 19, Terrell Bernard with 29, and the Vikings D with 47. A few of the highest scores in their position of the week were in this matchup. But it was the players in the margins that made the difference. With this win, Ali moves up to 5th place, while this drops Jose to 6th place.
Crazy just how close this league really is.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the 1 in 10 and 10 and 1 2 people.
Yeah, the bookends.
Yeah, the bookends are holding us together. Everybody else was within about a game of each other. So
yeah, it's pretty close. Too close for my comfort.
Nice to see Goff come back after a 5 interception game and throw a 4 touchdown game. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, how much confidence does that build, though? No matter what you do, they're still going to win? Sure, let it fly.
Right? But that just gives you the Jameis Winston, except for Jameis couldn't win. So
LASIK.
Okay.
Yeah, inter-LASIK is an interceptions. He just still
there
gives
you
up
go.
interceptions.
Next is
All right.
colorblind.
Next, we have the treasure hunters of the week. And here we go. Defensive Infinity Stone goes to John for Dolphins linebacker Jordan Brooks, who was a tackle machine for 22 points.
Welcome back to the team.
Yeah. Offensive Infinity Stone goes to Vince for the Saints offensive weapon. Can't even really call him a tight end, but he plays in that slot. Taysom Hill. Rite Aid receipts are shorter than his list of contributions, both good and bad. On Sunday versus the Browns, Taysom scored Vince 46.12 meaningless points as Chas still crushed his second-place team and tossed his remains to her dogs. She beat him by over 50 points. She is terrifying. By the way, Taysom Hill was only available because Daniel dropped him in favor of Mark Andrews. How'd that work out for you?
Brutally, that's how.
Last we have Team Defense Infinity Stone, which goes to Jose, who added Los Angeles Rams defense against rookie QB Drake May. You know, Drake May didn't actually do too bad, but the Rams D was still able to rack up 3 sacks, an interception, and 2 forced fumbles. Great ad. They scored Jose 27.55 points.
No, that was
not
pretty
too
good.
Shabby. Once again, didn't help him win.
Yeah, but he put up over 200 points, so it was pretty solid. But he just happened to play someone that scored higher, so bad luck.
Yeah. He scored, what, 4th highest? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Close, too.
Yeah.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th were super close.
They were. Everybody, man. It was an interesting week. So, all right. Last week in the pick'ems, I went 5-0, while Daniel and Mario both went 4-1. Yes, I think that tied you and me, Mario, but I'll have to do the official countings. Yeah, I think that tied us. And Daniel, you're going to still be just one spot behind. So, all right. Let's see how we all do this week, and let's pick them. Okay. Some games this week.
That's right. First one, Reign of Ramses, John, and the Kuiper Belt Soldiers, Jose.
Yeah. 6-5 versus 5-6. I'm gonna pick myself. Just saying.
Good on you, John.
Oh yeah, someone's got to do it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
Daniel and I pick Jose.
Yes,
but it is not. It's a flip of a coin. Really, it could go either way. It's just matchups.
And who he picks up off the waivers for quarterback.
Exactly.
Which he still hasn't. Yeah.
I think you get more value at quarterback than what's missing on either of the other teams. So yeah, I think. That's where I leaned Jose, but wouldn't surprise me if you pick this one up, John.
Well, I'm curious as to see what he's going to drop, because he's got some really good things sitting on his bench, and he's got to drop something for a quarterback.
I'll be keeping my eye open.
You're not the only one. Yeah, you're not the only one. So please drop something and go for a quarterback, or just take that L. I don't care how you do it. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hercules, huge sock, takes on Uncle Rob's Saving Ryan's Privates. 7-4 versus 4-7. Minus the 1-10, 10-1. This is our biggest gap.
I think this is Uncle Rob's week.
I actually agree. We are solid across the board.
Yeah.
I think Vince is just starting to crumple here.
Yeah, unfortunately,
he has not been on a good roll, and with all the waivers this week, it's tough on the bye weeks. This week and week 14 are pretty darn tough on some teams, and this one's particularly hard on Vince.
12 and 14 were some weeks by apocalypse. I had quite a few last week. Last week was one of my teams by apocalypse, actually. But 12 and 14 are some teams. They're having some where I see a lot of teams that are having struggle bus this week. So
I was trying to stay ahead of it in week 9 and 10, trying to trade away some receivers because they were all week 12. I was like, come on.
Very smart.
Correct.
These are very good receivers, people. Come on.
Yeah. If only I clicked accept, right? All right. I'm Nasty Warrior faces the victorious Valkyries. Here's our bookends, everyone. 1-10 versus 10-1.
Yeah, she's gonna close the book on him.
I'm not 100% in Chas's corner on this week.
Wow.
So I have her winning, but I definitely have it possible that he wins this one.
What gives you that oogly feeling?
The fact is he's missed setting his lineup a couple weeks. So if he changes his lineup to all be in and picks up one or two people off waivers, I think he could overtake her this week only. I think this is just an unlucky week, but not like she can't just shrug this off and still have the week one bye.
True.
But yeah, I think he could pull this off if he's paying attention.
5 buys currently sitting on the roster. He does have good players on the bench, and Mike Evans coming back this week, practicing currently limited today, and will be playing this week, trending towards Sunday. So he has the players to do it. He will have to make a move for a team defense, of course, but
yes,
it's not out of the realm. But he's not making moves. He's stuck in the pit. And if you have your whistle, call out. If you have a flare, even better. But if you're just, sitting there having a drink, we're not going to find you quick enough. So where'd all the rum go?
Yep, I think we know where it went.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing.
I'm with Chaz.
If he pays attention, he could take her this week. But I'm picking Chaz because if the previous weeks are anything to say about it, she pays attention way more than he does.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even sure he's got it if he pays attention. But you're not wrong. It would be a lot closer if he fixed the 5 buys. But, yeah, we'll see.
I think Mike Evans could have a big week coming back.
Oh, you're not wrong. If he put that in, that would be a big one. Yes, you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. The Apache Gorillas takes on McCalfrey's Bandages. Daniel versus Allen. Daniel, this is an easy one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's in the same category as I'm an Aztec Warrior. I mean, he's paying attention, and he does do his waivers every Sunday morning. But his team's lack a lot right now.
Dude, he is having so much trouble climbing out of the hole he's in right now.
Yeah.
And we would not have guessed that beginning the season with what a juggernaut he started off being, but wow. He just meteored into the core of the earth, and he's trying to pull himself out.
Well, there are certain players that were dropped for a reason. Micah Parsons, I drafted him. He was my tag for the last 2 seasons. Thank you, Daniel, for that trade multiple seasons ago. He did me well, but honestly, he was not doing well since they moved him to the defensive end position. People, he's a much better linebacker than a lineman, and
well, they fucked him out of a paycheck on that one.
Oh, absolutely.
They were like, "Wait, it's literally a couple million less if we designate you at this position, so that's what we'll do." And I think he's playing well, if you're gonna pay me less, I'll play less type.
True, attitude. But he also you're seeing it when but he's not showing the speed to chase down what he needs to in those positions where he had it or showed it in the linebacker position, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's a vision problem. I don't know.
I think you give him a new contract on a new team, you're going to see that year one with that new team.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think year one with a new team's going to look phenomenal. Yeah.
I think he's just bitter. And at least the 2 players that we're talking about in the trade, at least he's still with the same team. Where, Devin White is not. He's playing on Houston now.
True. Yeah. We don't care where he went. There's a big difference, Daniel. Yeah. There's a difference. So, Daniel, I take you in this one, and it's not close. It's not close.
Yeah.
Although, funny enough, this will probably be like the Purple Heart because I said that. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And we'll see how that goes.
This was the easiest pick of all 5 for me.
I don't know. I thought the last one was, but
not me. I struggled here.
Isn't showing up. He's just not showing up. If he shows, there's a difference, but he's just not showing up. He's going to come out of the pit. So
that was same.
In our final battle, Smitey Mighty Bosstones has what Sleeper is only predicting as our closest battle of the week at 144.01 to 144.05 versus Verathragna's Vengeance. Mario taking on Ali. And
oh man, I hope I'm
saying Ali, and my child is crying in the background. So.
I'm going to stick with Mario. I think he's been on a roll lately.
I couldn't agree more. Ali is winning. It's nice to see somebody put that to an end. And hey, we need a little separation here. 2 6 and 5 teams facing each other. What better? And the last one we had 2 5 and 6 teams facing each other. Man, we were just. It's all the closest. It's all the close ones.
All the close ones. That's right. I need a win, and I need all 3 of you guys to lose, but that's not going to happen. So.
We shall see. All right, we all take Mario.
Possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. We all take Mario here. So. All right. Well, there's our battles. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next week to see who beats who takes home the Purple Heart, who will be the Bronze Star, and who is kicked into the pit. Anybody got a guess? I'm an Aztec warrior.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That is totally possible.
Solid guess. Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for marching with us, and as always,
Raise 'em young.
raise 'em young.